Hello, hello, hello. We are back for day three. Day three. Good evening, everyone. I see everybody very active in the chat saying good night, gentle people. Everyone here tonight, welcome to day three of the Profit Jumpstarter Wealth Bootcamp. You know, if you turn up on a Saturday night at 8 p.m., you definitely are serious about transforming your identity into that wealthy person, which is what we've been talking about for the last 2 days. That look here, this year different. I'm not just setting goals, I am becoming a wealthy person. So years from now, when people see you, they're gonna say, yes, Christine from Kingston 19 is wealthy, because Christine was at 3 days of the Profit Jumpstarter Wealth Bootcamp, and she come and learn everything and implement it. And so now she's a wealthy person. So you know the deal. Drop in the chat. Let me know where you guys are coming from tonight. I see first was Carrie Ann Dose. Look up yourself, Carrie Ann. Welcome. I know you've been here every night on your eyelash, making sure that you're taking your notes and you are ready to implement. Good night, everyone. I see Jaden from JN. Big up yourself. Welcome back. Let me know where you guys are joining from. Last night we had someone from Namibia. So all great things from all over the world. Let's see where we have persons joining from. Ingrid was here, ready and waiting, ready to go for day three. Let me know where you guys are joining from. Jaden from Kingston Hermitage, my hometown. Big up yourself. Welcome. Tina from Florida. Hello, Tina. Sorry. Welcome. Good evening, everyone on the job. Yes, Al, you're serious. You're up on the work, but you're still a listener. Make sure that you're at the Wealth Bootcamp. Perfect. Now, everybody coming in, you're rolling in slowly. Take out your books, right? Tonight is very special. We are wrapping things up with day three. As I said, we are going to be looking at how do you become wealthy forever. Can't take it back. You're wealthy forever. So make sure you have your book out. You're ready to take notes, because we're now bringing it home tonight. I see Jadia from Vermont. Welcome, Jadia. And then Jams from chilly Toronto. Yes. Big up yourself. Welcome everyone. Kingston 5, Claudine, big up yourself. Now, I said last night that we're going to be starting off with some questions because your homework or your money work was that you were going to re-watch last night's session. And if anything never really clear, anything never really stick, you are going to come tonight ready with those questions. So let's start with that. If there's anybody who's a Keisha, hello, this wasn't clear last night. Now is the time for you to ask that. Drop it in the chat and let's make sure you get answered. And we can go through. I want to make sure it stick, because implementation is key. You know, we don't come every night and we just talk and Keisha run off our mouth and then we don't implement anything. Implementation has to occur. That's what we're big on. Tonight, we're going to have a very special guest. We have with us an expert in the real estate sector. He's going to be coming to tell us how does one invest in real estate. We spoke about real estate last night as one of the critical asset classes to build wealth. We need to make sure that we can have some real estate. Some way, somehow, we need some real estate. So I brought in an expert to tell us exactly how to do that. So for a lot of persons, I know you want this year to be, on your wealthy journey. Now you want to think about buying your first home. Some people want to buy multiple homes. Some people want just some form of real estate exposure. Now, outside of the real estate investment trust, the REIT, which we know about, you're going to go to your investment house, go to your bank and ask for that. But if you physically want to buy a property, our expert, Ryan Taylor, CEO of Task Appraisals, is here to explain to you exactly how to do that. So that's going to be very, very good coming up. And those are the questions coming in. So I'm going to take it to mean then that everybody understand everything, which is a first in the history of man. So everybody understand everything. But we're going to keep pressing along. If a question pop up at some point, you drop it in the chat and you ask it. That's what we will do. All right, so I'm bringing up my slides. Today we are going into wealthy forever. How do I become wealthy forever, ever? Ever. How do I become wealthy forever? So today, specifically on our agenda, we're going through recession-proof investing strategies. We are looking at how do you invest right now in this type of World War I? How do you invest right now? And we're looking at how to buy stock, what to buy, and when to sell, which is the $1 million wealthy question. And you're going to get a sneak peek of the Keisha the Teacher, my favorite stock list. These are companies I like, some I personally own. Again, it is on you to buy what you want because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not selling you anything. So remember that always, but I'll show you my little sneak peek list and you can probably see something on it that you like, that you want to buy. Now, 876 girl is saying recap last night. 876 girl, the best way really for the recap is watch the video. But Cliff Notes version would be that we went through the difference between saving and investing. We talk about the fact that saving is for emergency. You want 3 to 6 months of expenses for your emergency savings. The rest of the money, invest it. And that's what we spoke about in a nutshell. Wonderful deets, watch the video. But that's it, the Cliff Notes version. Teron is saying, you're looking wealthy today, Keisha. Thank you, Teron. Thank you. That's the aim, because we are about the wealthy identity. I want where you look on me, you're inspired to be wealthy. Earlier this week, somebody said, Keisha, you're my financial muse. When I look on you, I just want to be rich. I just feel, the money just a flow. So that's the aim. So I look good, the wealth of flow. When you look on me, you just see wealthiness. And that's what you should aspire for as well, Teron. So thank you for that compliment. All right, so this is our agenda, day 3. Now, again, some persons are new tonight, and I said, who this? Teron said, a girl that look wealthy. Who exactly is this person on your screen? I am Keisha Bailey, your expert wealth coach. I'm from Jamaica, born and raised in Hermitage, where Carrie Ann is from, and Jaden is from Hermitage. Big up yourself. I am also a financial veteran. Some people call me them financial muse. I've been in the financial sector for a very long time. I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of things. I've managed over 100 billion Canadian dollars. And my passion is showing persons just like you how to accelerate wealth creation. How can you build wealth faster? Over the last 2 days and today, we've been talking about how to create your wealthy identity. How do you give up the poor life and become a wealthy person? What are the habits, systems, and processes you need to implement in your life so that people see you and they say, whoa, the person is wealthy. That's what we're going through over the last couple of days. Now, big disclaimer, as I said, I am not your financial advisor or wealth advisor or investment advisor. I'm not a credit card to sell you. I'm not a money. I don't want your money to go and invest. I am here to teach you and to guide you around wealth creation. Whatever I say, do not construe it as investment advice. Do not go to any bank and tell them, say, Keisha, they tell yourself to buy this. I will never do that. And it's publicly out here. So the disclaimer is there. You are here tonight to learn and to be guided and to receive support. You're not here to get any stock information to go buy a morning. I'm not selling you anything. I don't have any credit cards, nothing like that. I'm not selling you any Forex, nothing like that. Just so we're clear and everybody's on the same page. All right, let's start with our affirmation for today. My actions create constant wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Say it with me, drop it in the chat. My actions create constant wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Let's drop that in. Coming in, I see them, the comments coming in. My actions create constant wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Yes. So when you're dropping it in, when you're dropping it through, my actions create constant wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Not wealth today, broke tomorrow. Constant wealth, wealth for a lifetime, wealth forever. Every single action I do every day, from my eye open, from it open, I'm going to say, yes, Father God, I am here today. Bear actions towards wealth, prosperity, and abundance. All right, I see persons, Rochelle, Claudine, Caris, Raquel. Yes, say it and believe it. Affirmations are powerful and we've been going through them, so you know. Now, let's go through. Do you own any investments? Think about all the different accounts you have everywhere. Everything when name, growth account, this builder. Are any of them investments? Think about what you have. Are any of these accounts investment accounts? Today, we're going to learn how to build wealth through investing. Remember, we said yesterday, saving can make you wealthy. Don't pile up your money in your savings account and think that you're going to be wealthy. It's not going to happen. That is the truth. You have to invest to build wealth. You have to buy the different types of investments that we went through yesterday, the stock, the bonds, the real estate, the private investments, the business. That's how you create wealth. Nowhere on there was savings account, because you can't build wealth by putting money in a savings account. The savings account is for short-term uncertainty only. Right. Nice 876 girl. I see what you're saying. So last night we also learned that our investments must beat inflation. The rate of return must beat inflation. So 876 girl is saying she has investments, but she's not getting a rate of return greater than inflation. Look at her connecting the dots. Love it. A student, 876 girl. Go to work. Sorry. Why is investing important to you? Why do we want to be a wealthy person? Drop in the chat. Let me know. Why do you want to be wealthy? Why are you here? Why you come every night? What's your driving force? What's your why, as they say it? Why you want to be wealthy? Which of these reasons? I just put some to spark your mind, your thinking, but maybe there are other reasons. Why is investing important to you? Let's see what we have. Why investing? Some people want to get rid of the job. Some people say, me can't bother with the dirty work. Me just can't bother. I don't want to have to work anymore. Or them saying, no, my family. Me I do this for my little youth. Them in a Keisha, me youths. Some people want a dream house. They want to retire in peace. I say Rochelle saying to create wealth, family, and dream home. 876 girls say for liberation. I feel that one deep. Liberation, the freedom. Claudine is saying financial freedom. Christine says to create wealth and for retirement. And Yvette is saying build generational wealth, travel, give to things that are important to you. Very nice. Fiona says, so I don't have to work myself to death and ultimately retire with worries. I love that one, Fiona. Love it. Raquel saying create generational wealth. Jam saying peace of mind, no money worries. Financial freedom, and so my family can live comfortably. I invest so I can create wealth to help others and live life in abundance. Great. So we know our why. We know our why. Carrie Ann wants to be wealthy to live well and be able to assist others. So that's very good. We have a very benevolent portion of what we're doing. The big thing is I'm seeing a lot of, I want to do this for a reason bigger than me. I want to do this for a reason bigger than little old me, bigger than, want shoes and handbag. It's I want to build something that is bigger than me, that surpasses me. Remember with Jay-Z and Beyonce, they say even them great grandchildren are already rich. They have worked out multiple generations, their entire bloodline rich, right? Young baby just born, the two twins, their kids are rich. Imagine that. We want these things, right? No, why investing matters? Because it is the way to build wealth. I keep saying this. Investing is how you build wealth. If you're not invest, you're not going to be wealthy. Simple. And investing is how you get that confidence and you feel empowered to do the things that you dream about doing. So when we stop dream, we're going to stop, lock our eye and just dream and hope for the best. We're going to be taking action. That's what we've been doing. Now, if you don't invest, you're going to have your money in a savings account, which a lot of you had, and it's just going to be withering away. You're going to be getting the little pennies for interest, the 0.0001 interest, and then you're going to be frustrated and say, look here, this not going for the money here. A lot of persons go have to just work, even if you eat the work and you can't bother go to work, you still have to go to work because it's all you have. And you now are trading time for money, which is a poor man's game. We want to make our money work for us. We don't want to be, me have to show up every day. And if I don't show up, I can't get the money for putting in a little savings account to get the little 2% or 1%. We can't do that, right? We want to invest so that we make our money work for us. No, I did some calculations for you because we want our money to grow, right? So screenshot this. These are different periods of time. If you want your money to double, you have $1 and it turn to $2. You have 1 million and it turn to 2 million. This is the amount of time it takes to double. Look at this. If you are investing at 4% per year, it takes you 18 years to double your money. So think about those who have the saving account with a 1% interest. How many years is it going to take to double your money? Way more, 40 odd years. If you're earning 0.5%, 0.5%, it will take you 80 odd years to double your money. So by the time the money double, you're just on the cusp of you can't even enjoy it, right? Too feeble to do anything at 80 odd years old. So we want to accelerate. This is where the growth rate of the investments matter, because we want to accelerate our money, accelerate our wealth creation. No, when we think about investing, some of the questions I always get is, boy, Keisha, do I have enough money? Keisha, boy, I'm not really having the time for do that investing thing here. I'm not I'm busy. Every day I'm just busy. I have to show up to make my money. Or I don't know how to get started. How long it gonna take me to start make some money when we invest? How long? And can I even do this? Me don't know the first thing. Like me come to Wealth Bootcamp, but enough things they talk about, me don't know what to do. Do any of these questions resonate with you? Just put a yes. You know, tell me which question, but I'll say yes. You know, Keisha, me did think this. Are we thinking any of these questions right now to ourselves? Are we thinking about that? Any of these? Maybe you think your mickle too small to turn it into a million. So you say, boy, my little mickle can't do much, you know. So I see some yeses coming in. All right. So my answer for you guys is, look here. We can do this, right? We can. Absolutely, we can invest. We can. And I'm going to break down what we need to do because we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. How I know we can do it? Because I've done it all the time. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I see a lot of people come and they start and the money has grown. A lot of the Profit Jumpstarter clients, them just a smile. I get a lot of text messages saying, Keisha, when should I begin on this? I'm so happy for the work because, you know, this grow and that grow. And we did have little mickle. Now we have a muckle. It's growing. A lot's happening. So we want to implement. That's why we're holding the bootcamp to make sure you implement. But for you to implement, you need the inside info. You need the scope. You need to know the dealio. As I said, what's the dealio? You need to know the dealio. So you need to understand, firstly, the difference. Now, we're investing, but there's a difference between trading and investing. Which one you're doing? We have to understand that. You need to learn how to build a portfolio. So last night, some person were asking about that, Keisha, boy. Oh, you build a portfolio. Me, everybody talk about portfolio. Oh, you make one of them there. We're gonna look at that. And then if you want your portfolio for income, how do I do that? We looked last night about different stocks, dividend stocks. That's what you'll be putting into your income portfolio. And then, of course, stock picking. How me know what to buy? Which stock good? Which stock bad? That comes. So we're going to be going through those tonight. Now, investing, the official definition. Investing is how you build wealth over time by creating a portfolio. And when people say portfolio, they're talking about stocks, which are shares, bonds, which are like government of Jamaica bond. Mayberry had a bond open with it, so that's a bond, which gives you periodic coupons. Also real estate, and we're bringing the expert to tell you the real estate piece. And then you also have mutual funds, which we spoke about last night. Unit trusts, which is you go to your bank and say, give me a unit trust. Someone is professionally managing your money for you and you pay them a fee. So when you combine them, you get a portfolio. How you combine them is different for everybody. Some people want only stock. Some people want some stock and some real estate. Some people want stock, mutual fund. It's up to you. Think about it like a buffet line, you know? When you join the buffet line at a wedding, some people say, give me a little chicken, little rice. Some people want a little fish, little chicken, little rice. Some people say, give me a little chicken, little veg. Everyone's choices are different. And that's how you create the portfolio. Think about your plate. My plate can look different from your plate. Maybe I'm low carb, so I'm just chicken and veg. And the next person can say chicken, rice, veg, macaroni, give me a little lot of fish. Them just take a lot of things. Everybody's choice is different. Everybody's portfolio is different. This is why I can't tell you what to do, because what me would I do different from you. If I'm just chicken and veg, or me vegan, so me just a veg, it's different. Maybe you want all the meat. So who knows best is the financial advisor who you will go and talk to. The financial advisor now will say, look here, Nadine, you should be having chicken and vegetable because you see how you gain weight, you need that. They will talk to you about your specific needs. I don't know your needs. I cannot tell you, but I can guide you and I can teach you. And then you go to the financial advisor now to implement what you have learned. So Jenny said, I love how you explain, Keisha, easy for the common person to grasp. Yes, let me tell you the thing. So think about it like your plate, your little plate, and who want what. Now, trading is what a lot of people are doing and think they might invest. Trading is now active buy and sell. So these IPOs where everybody buy today, flip it a morning, buy it back, flip, that's trading, not investing. Investing is long term. Trading is the in and I flip it and I buy it today and then the IPO reach $2, so I sell it. That's trading. So we understand. Types of investments: stocks, bonds, unit trust again. People invest also in precious metals, not the metals found in Anova. Not those metals. They are not precious enough to build wealth. We're not talking about those. We're talking about real gold, silver, copper, etc. Cryptocurrency is another form of investment, but as I said to you, it is long term, 15 years or more. If you want to flip, you want to trade, cryptocurrency is not for the faint of heart. It's not. Commodities is another form of investment. We're talking about here oil, we're talking about lumber, wheat, corn. That's available on the international markets. And then, of course, real estate, whether physically buying the property them or you invest in a real estate investment trust, the REIT, by going to your bank. Either way, you get real estate exposure. How to get started? First thing you need is an account. If you don't have an account, you can't do nothing. So some persons don't even have their account yet. So let's think about opening up some accounts to do your investments. You can go to your financial institution. Easy ways. If you have a savings account at NCB, you say, hey, NCB, I also need an investment account. You have an account at Scotia, your debit card at Scotia, go and open an investment account with Scotia as well. You have a little card at JMB, you can open an investment account at JMB. Easy, right? It don't take much of you. Or you can go on the Jamaica Stock Exchange website and open your account there. Now, if you want international investing, because a lot of people say, how do I get exposure to international stock? Keisha, I want to buy Apple, I want to buy Microsoft, I love Tesla. You would go to interactivebrokers.com, interactivebrokers.com, and open your account. It's one of the few places that are highly regulated and legitimate that accepts Jamaican clients, because we know the scamming is real and the chopping is real. So a lot of international platforms do not accept Jamaican clients. Interactive Brokers still does. The big banks use it for their clients. Victoria Mutual uses it. Proven uses it, JMB uses it, but you can go and open your own account there if you want. If you're a DIY, remember we spoke about the DIY people, you can DIY over to interactivebrokers.com and open your account. Terrence said trading takes patience. Yes, it does. I'll say JMB is easy. I don't know about you offering to be a reference for anyone. We will not do that. They can go and find their own references. Don't volunteer yourself to do that. Now, once you open the account, we need to put some money in there. Because you can't open the account and stop there and say, all right, I'm wealthy now, the account open. Nothing happens until you put money in there. And then nothing still not happen until you buy an investment. You have to buy something with the money. You have to put the money into a unit trust, into a stock, into a bond, into a REIT. You have to actually buy the security to say you are an investor. Sometimes people open their account and then them say, boy, I'm not now, Keisha, I'm going to open their account. Well, you need to put some money into the account and then purchase investments. Now, after you buy, you have to repeat it monthly. Every month when you get your pay, buy some more investments. Keep doing that. Keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. And if you say, boy, one more must buy, start with what you know. I always tell people, every day up on the road and you drive and you see these companies, you see them, you know, your bonnet, you see NCB, and your mother have a little NCB bank book, Your father, they have a little Scotia bank book. Your sister tell you, say she's something over JMB. You see Carib Cement every time you go airport, you pass Carib Cement all the time. These are companies that you can invest in. Start with what you know. You pass Fontana, you're in a Fontana shopping for the Christmas and you buy. You can buy Fontana shares instead of buying the things that run up your credit card. Giving you some ideas to think about because we are wealthy people. We're not going in Fontana and spend off all our money and run up a credit card. We're going into our investment account to purchase our Fontana shares. That's what we're doing. That's how we transform ourselves into a wealthy person. And you keep repeating this every month. You get paid, remember, 50, 30, 20, 50, 30, 20. 20%, that 20% have to go here. Connect it up, connect. The 20% each month of your pay goes into your investments. Let me pause there. I want to see some connect. Drop some connect in the chat if you're with me up to there. Is it connecting? And you say, aha, yeah, it's a connect. Is it connecting for you? Right, Yvette, I love that one. You can also invest in companies for the products you use. So for the people who love the different hairstyle and you love do up your face, you can buy those types of stocks, right? That's what you can do. You love Louis Vuitton handbag, go and buy some Louis Vuitton shares, right? It's called LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. That the ticker is LVMH. All right, I see the connect coming in. Perfect. It connect. All right, so we're connecting. Good. All right, so let's press along. Affirmation. I will own everything that I've ever wanted in life. Every single thing. Everything where you want, you gotta get it. We have to be about that life. We have to be about that. Chini, why are you panicking? This is where I usually panic. There's no need to panic here, Chin. No need to panic. This is where we own it. You know, this is where we rise up and we say, we want it. In the words of the great Beyonce, she said, I see it, I want it, I grind till I own it. You not stop, can't stop like Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop. Everything you want, you're gonna have. And we're gonna make sure of that because we're constantly repeating wealthy processes, system, habits every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day. Thank you, Debbie. You first. I will own everything that I ever wanted in life. Own it. Own it. Own it up. All right, we say everybody coming in now. Epic, thank you. I will own everything that I ever wanted in life. Every single thing. Everything. Now, we're going to go into exactly what to buy, how to buy, when to buy. That part. Investing is easy. I'm going to tell you, it's easy. Very easy. The way I teach persons to invest is called the Great Investing Blueprint. Why it great? Because it works. Oh, I know it works because the bag of degree them I have and the bag of years of experience, I've done this over and over. And all of the portfolio managers, the banks, they follow this blueprint. It works. That's why it's great, because it works. The blueprint, the process, the way to go. Follow it because it works. I know it works. So, Aristotle says compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. People who don't understand compound interest are busy paying credit card debt because they don't understand that the interest is piling up on top of interest. If you flip it, flip, and you are earning interest on top of interest, that's a better place to be in than paying off interest on top of interest. For some persons, you know, you have a credit card debt and you pay and it just never seems like you're gonna get out of that. If you were earning, think about if you were at the bank getting that money, you'd be smiling every day and say, yeah, man, make sure keep going pay and pay. Come and know, say, all our picnic them are going to pay upon the credit card. Eh? The grandkids, we don't want to do that. We want to be on the Beyonce and Jay-Z side where we're earning, earning. Right? That's what we want to do. So we understand that compound interest means money on top of money. Make your money work for you. That's compound interest. But we want to earn it. How do you earn interest? Investments. Investments. That's how you earn it. So we need to do it. Now let's look at some performance of investments over time. This is the S&P 500, which looks at the overall US market. Over the last 5 years, the S&P has given you 42%. That's still with last year when things did very bad. That's still with the pandemic when things did very bad. You still, over that 5-year period, would have received 42% return, which beats inflation. Let's look at another one. Apple, my favorite company. If you did all Apple for 5 years, if you had those shares, see the chart here go up nice, the stock price, 5 years, you would have made 200%. You again would beat inflation by a long mile. You would have run way left inflation, right? As I said, donkey lens. Inflation way back there, so your money way out there. Looking now in the Jamaican context, Dollar Financial, since it listed at $1. It's now at $2.92. I did this today, $2.92. So it would have gone here. $100 would have been $292. $1,000 would have been what? $2,920. No. $10,000 would have been $29,000. $100,000 would be $290,000. This is the power of investing, right? 1 million would have been 2.9 million, right? Fesco, which a lot of people know, the Fesco gas station name, that recently IPO'd as well. They're at $4.98. So again, great returns, great. Yeah, beat inflation. I'm showing you the potential of investing. Fontana, for all those who love to shop there and buy up the things, how do you own the shares? Look at the return now. Fontana coming from way below $5 years ago. It's up at $8 something now. Returns. This is why I say investing is easy, but you have to do something. You can't sit down on the sidelines. There's no money over there. Right? I always talk about come join me on the money side. You have a lot of people over there on the broke side just watching and not do nothing. The money side is where it's at. Right? We want to be on that side with our habits. No, this is the formula. This is the blueprint, the great investing blueprint. You know me, I say great. Write it down, screenshot it. This is how it works. You buy great stocks at great prices, meaning the price that you buy at matters. You don't just buy at any price. Great companies where you see, and them not gonna away. Your mother did have them, your great grand did see that company there. You buy it, but you have to buy it at a great price. You wait for the price to fall a little bit. You get it at a discount. You get it with a deal. You buy that and then hold it. You're gonna get great profits. But you have to keep buying. Very simple. It's not rocket science. I'm not come with, I bring down the Holy Ghost to tell you anything. It's very simple. And I want you to implement it. Great stocks at great prices creates great profits. It's that simple. That's all I did when I was managing money professionally. I sit down every day and I just look for great stocks. And then I sit down and wait for the price to drop. Then I buy it. That's all. If you can do that, you can be extremely wealthy. Very simple. Very, very simple. Shanti, I'm going to take a question at the end. I'm going to take that. All right, so now when I say you hold it to get the great profit, you have to hold for 3 to 5 years. Remember, it's investing long term, not trading short term. So you hold it for 3 to 5 years and you will get great profits. You have to hold it. You have to hold it. I'm gonna take your question too. Gonna take your question. No, I'm giving you some examples of great stocks. Examples with the tickers. Examples. Examples. My favorite stocks. Examples. You can write them down, but you have to know for yourself if you want to buy them. But there are examples. Examples. Not an investment recommendation, just an example. You know of a starting ground to go do your research. This is on the Jamaican side. You have a starting point. These are the tickers. So you would just go on the Jamaica Stock Exchange website, jamstockx.com. Let me write it in the chat. You go there, put in these tickers, and you can do your research on them. Put it in the chat. On the international side, these are the examples. You want to do your research, googlefinance.com, and you do your research there. yahoofinance.com, and you do your research there. But I'm giving you a starting point. Here again, Jamaican edition, international edition. Clarity, yes. The Canadian side not here. I just went into. I never bother go on the Canadian side because a lot of these companies are global, so I covered it that way. I never go Canadian specific, but Canada wise, great companies are the banks, the big Loblaws, the Metro that you see all the time, right? The oil and gas companies. That's what you look at. Your Enbridge, everybody have Enbridge bill. Those are examples. All right, so that's the example. We're going now into real estate because we want to buy our house, we want to buy our houses, we want our mortgages and not no payday loan or anything like that. Before we jump into real estate, I have Shante had a question. What do you think of insurance as a means of investment? When I listed out the types of investment, insurance wasn't there because insurance is not an investment. It is not. Insurance is around making sure your beneficiaries, or in the event of, your untimely passing, or if you get a critical illness, your beneficiaries are taken care of. Insurance is not an investment. It is not. That's why it wasn't listed. It is not. So if you have insurance and think you have an investment, you do not. You do not. You have insurance, not an investment. You make a profit when you buy, not when you sell. Now, there are two types of profit. There's the realized profit when you sell and the real money coming in your account. And you have unrealized profits, which are, you look on your account and you see the green. You see made unrealized profit. That's what you see online. But when you sell, it becomes realized profits. And you see the cash. All right. All right, wait, what about insurance with dividends? Insurance cannot pay dividends. Stocks pay dividends. You're talking probably about insurance that has like a savings component where you can go and ask about the rate of return on that investment portion. You're going to see that it's not higher than inflation, so it's not an investment. Ask your insurance person, what's the rate of return on this little piece here? They'll tell you it's going to be lower than inflation. So you know then it's not an investment because I taught you what an investment is. So you know what to look for. All right, so we are bringing on Ryan Taylor, CEO of Task Appraisals. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome. I see you've been with us all night. We're very excited to have you inside the Wealth Bootcamp. Guys, look here. We have an expert in the place. In the place. He is here to talk with us about how does one build up them real estate portfolio, how we get to buy a house, what we need to do. Let me tell you a bit about Mr. Taylor. He is the founder and CEO of Task Property Appraisals Company Limited. He's been in the industry for a long time, almost 20 years.
Yes.
And he's constantly developing himself. He sits on a lot of boards. He teaches at the University of Technology, and he's a real estate broker, or very soon to be. You're a broker now?
I'm
Or
a broker. Yes, I'm a broker now.
hold on, so it can sell you, some property. So very good person to have on with us tonight. He's also past president of the Association of Land, Economy and Valuation Surveying, ALEVS, and past chairman of the Construction Industry Council. In more the thing, he also has an MBA in construction and real estate from the University College of Estate Management. So pick up yourself, Ryan. Welcome. We
Thanks.
are going to be talking now about real estate investing. How does one get started with that?
Well, first of all, Keisha, I want to say you started very well because in your presentation, you mentioned that, how to start investing. You have to open a bank account and you have to start saving and making deposits into that account and then repeating. The process is similar with real estate. You have to open a bank account, right? When you open the bank account and you're making deposits into this bank account, the bank can assess you and give you something that is called a pre-approval letter, right? So with that now, you'll be able to know how much money you can actually get from the bank and what you can purchase. And also, again, with the guidance from Keisha, she told you about the deposits into the bank. You will have to kind of save that money, some money aside to invest. Yeah, because real estate is a big investment, right? You need some amount of capital because the bank, in some cases in the past, they used to give you 100% financing. These days, they're not necessarily working along that lines anymore. You probably get like 90%. So you still need a portion of the money in the bank. So when you get the pre-approval letter from the institution, you then need to make sure that you can have the deposit to pay down on the property. The next thing that you need to do after that is seek a professional like myself, a licensed broker or agent that can assist you to find this property. So that's basically how you get started.
I like that part. Remember, we spoke about getting expert guidance. So you're saying that we're not gonna ask our cousin or our best friend to come show us some property. Or I see some people that just look on Instagram and they scroll and they double tap and they say, yeah, man, and they double tap, but they're not physically seeing the property. So you're saying it's best to have an expert, a licensed person,
Yes.
to help you to go around and find one.
Yes.
Find a
Yes.
property.
Yes. It's very important because you have to be guided by a professional. A professional will know basically what is happening in the market. They'll be able to find you deals at the end of the day because it's an investment you're making. It's long term, and you really want to be winning as you start. So you don't want to pay more than what the property is quote unquote valued, right? So when you get the expert involved, they'll be able to guide you and let you know, listen, this is probably priced a little bit too high. This is probably, a good investment. And probably they can guide you and say, you can get certain amount of returns from this investment. So it's very important that you're guided by a professional, someone that understands the market and can help you to win. Because at the end of the day, you want to win in investing. So especially someone that understands the market very thoroughly.
And when we think about, our wealthy lifestyle, because that's what we're developing, wealthy people don't go about and just a double click, I like this property and double click. They are we're managing the risk.
Mm-hmm.
We're making sure we buy the property at a good value. Remember, great investing blueprint, you have to buy at a great price. Not
Right.
any price, not the price where your friend tell you, say, she didn't hear say somebody sell it for, but a great price. So can you help persons to get discounts? Is that a thing? You can get discount when it comes to houses?
Well, the thing is, we are in the market, right? So we will see when different transactions are happening, and we can tell you when there are opportunities coming in. For example, in Portland now, it's a good time to invest in Portland because we know that the roads are being built, right? And eventually property values are going to skyrocket over Portland. So now it's kind of like a quote unquote IPO in Portland, you understand? They
Yeah.
expect that it's going to be skyrocketing at some point in time. So we are able to, because we're in the field and we're working every day, different things pass us every day, and we will be able to point it to you, the purchasers, the investors, and let you know, listen, this is a good investment. It's actually even priced below the value, things like that. Because again, you want to start winning. You want to start in the positive.
Yeah, so that is crucial. So you talked about one area for investment because when we talk about stocks, we say great companies, right? And I gave a little list for real estate in Jamaica. We can probably start there first. In Jamaica, where are the hot spots? If I'm looking to now start investing in real estate and I want to buy up my first property, maybe I want to live there, or maybe it's an investment property. What are some of these great areas for persons to buy?
Well, great areas in in St. Andrew. Some of the better areas are like the Kingston 6 and Kingston 8 areas. You get good returns from those areas. You actually get US returns from those areas. You also the North Coast like Montego Bay, St. and those are great opportunities, great places to invest. Simply because Jamaica is known as a tourist hub, right? And people
Mhm.
are looking to come here to have a nice time. I mean, even in December, a lot of celebrities were here. Where did they go? Where did they stay? So the and the North Coast right now, there's a lot of developments happening there right now. I think there's probably scheduled over 20
Wow.
developments that should be happening on the North Coast. So that's an opportunity for in potential investors to buy and probably turn it into a way that they can get some sort of US return. So yeah, the North Coast, Kingston 6, Kingston 8, prime areas.
So for somebody now who them not really ready for prime yet, we're building anything down by the probably south coast. What about there? Anything up and coming south coast? Say I have like a price range, 15 to 20 million because say we want to start there. What are some nice investment areas with that price range?
Well, you do have the 15 to 20 million dollar is well more 15 under 20 is more affordable housing. You can invest in areas in St. Catherine. I'm hearing about some developments that is happening in St. Catherine and of itself that are less than $20 million. Yeah,
The
and
scope,
the
scope, but
return.
make sure I say that because when we think about that now, prices for real estate in Jamaica have been going up very, very quickly. And
Yeah,
so as we
yeah,
save, we look at deposit, the price gone up. As we save
right.
again, price keep going up. You're saying now that you are hearing of new developments, breaking news, new
Yeah,
developments that are coming below 20 million in
yeah,
St. Catherine.
yeah, definitely. They're coming below $20 million, and I guess it's because most properties are more above affordable housing price, and so these developers are looking to meet that gap. Now, the thing with that sector is that you have to move very fast. You have to have your money ready. You have to have your pre-approval ready because you have a lot of people in that bracket, right? But St. Catherine, good area. You can do some investments and get some money from that side. There are sections of St. Anne that you can invest in, and and that would be over 20 million. So you're looking at probably about 25 million to 30 million. You can find a few properties that you can invest in and get some good returns. But the thing with the real estate, you have to move fast. A lot of people are understanding and learning about wealth, and they're learning about different opportunities and the fact that real estate can take you to another level in your life. And so you have to understand that when you're going to invest in these properties, you have to be ready. You have to have the deposit. You
No
have to have,
joking.
yeah,
No boy,
because
me
no
go just
joking.
want school All right, I'm doing my vision board and I stick it up and I do nothing. We are all about action. And you, the expert in the real estate field, are saying action of a come, not a bag of mouth.
Not a bag of mouth. No, you have to prepare yourself for it. But in the long term, you will get your returns. I know of investments that last year properties were selling for 23 million and now they're over 30 million. That's a $10 million equity right there. So property values, I mean, not every property will give you that type of return, but the point is by 5 years you definitely see equity in that property. We have never in our market experienced that depreciation. The only thing that we have experienced at some point in time when we had the recession was that the market was stationary. It didn't go down. So it never goes down.
Because a lot of people say, "Me go burn up my money I go burn up if me invest it in me here, so me lose all my money." But you are saying being in the field, because you're not anybody, because we don't bring anybody on our stage. You come here and say, "Look here, you have noticed over your career that the price has only gone stationary, sideways, not down."
Not down.
And I want everyone here to understand that, because that means then as we're building wealth, keyword building, real estate is not detracting from that.
No, it's not.
Say you're not buying a house and then tomorrow it worth zero. Can that happen?
No. So we generally experience an appreciation in value. Now the appreciation in value depends on the development and the demand, of course, of the product, right? But at the same time, demand keeps going up. I mean, since this year we have gotten valuations where we thought that it's a little questionable, because we're seeing asking prices for one bedrooms at $36 million, right? And these same type of properties last year was around $30 million. Now the thing about it is that people are accepting it, right? And the offer is going up and it's being accepted. Now, the point is that you're seeing that the market is responding to these things and it's causing an appreciation in value. So if you had bought into this property last year for $30 million, this year you could potentially sell it for $36 million. So again, this
on the sideline, what return are you getting over there when you're watching?
Sorry?
If someone is just watching the market move, what return can they get?
They can get great return. I mean, the thing.
No, then it's say for someone who hasn't bought a property and is just busy on Instagram double tapping. What return would they get?
None at all.
Right. So no money made over there. The key thing is that we have to take action. You're seeing offers coming in and people are accepting because people want to buy a house. So as the prices keep going up, transactions are happening. We have to get into the market then and make money. That's what I am hearing.
Yeah.
So we need to get in. So how do we get started? What are some of the documents so persons can write it down and start get up the documents and probably call you and say, Mr. Taylor, I saw you on the Wealth Bootcamp. I need a valuation. I know valuation is one of the items that's needed. What else do people need?
Well, as I told you before, you need the pre-approval letter. You have to then get, you have to have a deposit. But then afterwards, when you start the transaction, you sign a sales agreement with your attorney, because your offer would be accepted, right? And you sign a sales agreement between the two parties, the vendors and the purchaser. And then you then request to do a valuation and a survey if you're going through mortgage, right? The transaction will continue at that point, and then a letter of commitment at some point will be issued. And then after that, a letter of undertaking. And then you sign your transfer, and then eventually you will own the property. There are some fees there that you have to prepare for, because the institution will have what is called a processing fee, right? Which is a portion of the funds that will be borrowed, right? So you have to budget for that. But when you're speaking to your
how much is that?
Well, it's different for different types of institutions. Probably if you're borrowing, say, about 25 million, you're looking at about $1 million. But when you speak to
Not
your
to fear, everyone, not to fear, because some people probably hear the million and say, oh, Keisha. What we do, we stay ready, so we don't have to get ready. We start building that now. If we know this
right,
year we're buying, every month we put aside a little thing. This is what that emergency saving and so it's for our deposit. We know our deposit is around 10%.
right,
So we're going to stack that up little. The closing costs you mentioned, I say fees. So if we're going to stack that up little as well, so that we stay ready, so we don't have to get ready. Not to fear, we don't need to find it. It's at the end, right? Or is it at the beginning that these come?
the processing fee that you pay to the bank is generally closer to the end, because that's when they're going to issue the letter of commitment, letter of undertaking to the attorney. So it's run about the end part. The first thing you're going to start with is your deposit, really. You do have government fees to pay, but they're not that high. Your major bill in the transaction will be the deposit and the processing fee for the bank.
All right, so we do that. And then we need the valuation done.
Yeah.
We need, employment letter and everything to take to the bank, pay slips. We need the valuation. Hopefully, you can hook you up with something called it. See up on the Wealth Bootcamp, and help us out because we want to buy a property. So I get a question in our chat saying, can we have his contact details, please? So I'm going to share the number you have provided. That's what you provide me with.
Yes.
Right?
That's my contact. Yeah, my straight.
All the valuation done. So say, look here, Mr. Taylor, can you assist me, hook me up here? I'm in the Profit Jumpstarter community where the money people, the wealthy people, we're about that identity. So there's the contact information. Someone was asking about that. Also, lawyer fee. I saw a question about that. Typically, what is the lawyer fee about? What is that for?
Well, it's generally around 3%, and that's plus GCT. So you would have to pay that.
We have to stack that up little.
Yeah, you have to stack that up as well. Generally, most lawyers take that at the end. So
what time?
Sorry?
Typically, how long is a transaction from the day I say sign sale agreement to the day I get my keys? How long is that usually?
Generally, in Jamaica, it takes roughly about 6 months.
So I have 6 months for work.
Right.
I can do my multiple income streams. I'm giving you guys ideas. I can hustle up and keep hustling to make sure in that 6-month period I raise the additional funds.
Right. Yes, you can. And understand, listen, it takes a lot to get it done, but in 5 years, you're going to be happy. You're going to see that the investment that you have made is working for you, especially if you make the right investment. All
right. So Sasha K, brilliant student. She's saying the appraiser must be on the approved list by the lending institution. So must the surveyor. Mr. Taylor, are you on the approved list anywhere?
Yes, we're on Jamaican National. Most of the banks. The only banks we're not on is Scotiabank and I think Sagicor, but we're on every other bank. But that is true. You need to make sure that the appraiser that you're using is on the panel and also the land surveyor. It's very important. So ask that question. Are you on the panel? If you don't want to ask them, you can ask the bank and they will give you a list of the approved valuers that they use.
All right, that's all. And Sasha K adding some other pointers. Love it. She said the surveyor must be on the approved list as well. Do you know any surveyors? If anything, if anybody call you can connect them with potential?
Yeah, definitely. As a matter of fact, I have a degree in land surveying. So I also studied that as well.
You're a commissioned land surveyor?
No, I'm not commissioned, but I have a degree. So I used to work in that field as well. So I have a lot of colleagues that I work along with. So once you contact me, I can line you up with them. We can create a package and you can get a deal to get both documents to help you get your loan.
All right. And then thank you, Sasha, saying mortgages are around 90 to 120 days. Cash sale 30 to 60. Developments are longer. So Sasha K, well connected, well in there. Seems like she either have multiple properties or going to buy multiple properties. But I love the sharing of information. Thank you very much for that, Sasha K. No, anything else you would say persons need to know? As they say, all right, I'm ready now. This year, wealthy, that's my identity. What else do we need to know about real estate? Once we've bought the property, assuming we go through the full process, we'll buy it. What else is there to think about now? As an investor, what should I be thinking about?
Well, you have to think about maintaining that asset, right? It's very important that you do what you need to do to make sure that the property is sustainable. A lot of times when we invest and we put people occupy the space, we leave it alone. You can't do that because the property will deteriorate and it may not appreciate at the level that it should. So it will appreciate, but you want your property to appreciate by 10, 15, 20%, right? You don't want it to appreciate by 3%. So you need to
not beating inflation. Remember,
right.
you have to beat inflation. So we
Right.
do all we can to make sure the property value goes up by a number bigger than inflation.
Right. And that's why it's very important that, especially when you buy into apartments, communities like that, they have a good strata exec, sorry, because if you keep your unit well, but the complex in and of itself is dropping down, it's gonna affect you. And it's the same thing with the area if you buy into a particular area. So you really want to make sure that you buy into areas where people have the same kind of vision that you have, and so the sustainability, the interest on your investment will continue to grow. But let me just say that last year real estate was very active. It was very, very active, and we expect the same to be this year. And we have seen some increases in values going forward. So it is a magnificent investment opportunity. We know that you have other avenues in which you can create wealth, but I strongly hope that you guys will consider to invest in real estate.
Yeah, so remember we talk about the plate. Some people have the real estate, some people want like a oxtail, some people want like a jerk pork. It
Right.
depends, right? But I know for sure, me myself, real estate is in my portfolio globally. Global real estate, I call it. It makes sense because I want to ensure my portfolio, my little plate, I go on good. That
Right.
portfolio has to beat inflation. That's how I keep building the wealth.
Right.
Aaron is asking about construction. Let's probably talk a little bit about the whole construction side of real estate development. Any tips? I think maybe he's thinking about it. What would you say are probably 3 things he needs to think about?
Well, construction cost has the construction industry has really been affected last year by the increase in material. Somehow the developers and the contractors, they have been able to pass that down to the purchaser, right? And they have responded well. It did also affect the increase in values, that actual cost situation. But construction is very good once you know what to do, because it is a very risky, especially when you have a lot of staff to manage. You have to do accounting, and so even from a developer's perspective, you have to get attorneys involved. It's a very costly and lengthy process, and it's a very risky process, but you can get some great returns. But you really have to know how to manage money, because again, the cost factor with materials is a major issue. And then you have to make sure that you're buying into an area that the demand is high. So again, Kingston 6, Kingston 8 is a very high demand area. And so that's why you realize that a lot of developers are going that side, and also in the North Coast section. So be very mindful of where you're making the investment, work a budget, and get the right team together, and you should be fine.
All right. So we'll leave it there. I like that, you get the budget, make your plan, because we are intentional. I control money. Money doesn't control me. Remember that. So we talked about real estate investing. I see someone talking about you can get your advance refund from NHT. Speak to your borrower about that. So Christine giving some tips about how persons can get some money for the little deposit. Very nice, Christine. Thank you for that. All right. So thank you, Mr. Taylor, for being with us here. I'm sure a lot of persons got, excellent information. Your phone I got probably a ring off with everybody asking you to connect them. But that's what we want. We want everybody to be homeowners, real estate investors. I know you are committed to that process as well. So anything and everything you can do to help, please do so.
Yes, I will. Thank you for having me.
Here, say, everybody say, yes, I will do so. So we have the dots connected. Thank you, Ryan.
No problem.
See you again. I'm gonna just wrap it up with everyone here. Thank you for being with us.
No problem.
All right, so we know now how to build that portfolio, to build up with like a plate, right? We had Ryan Taylor here talking with us about what to do when we're going to invest in real estate. We had some great contributions from persons giving additional information and insights, which is good. We want that, right? Our little wealth circle of persons. These are the people who want to be around all the time. So again, action after happen. Action has to happen. A person who say, look here, Keisha, we want to learn, we need to DIY, you know what to do. Go to profitjumpstarter.com/join. Fill out that form. It's going to direct you either to go under the money blueprint course if you want to learn how to DIY for yourself. Join Money Squad with all of the money people if you're looking to be in a community of other investors and talk about that and get insights and strategies in a group format. Money Squad is a place. If you want the one-on-one, the unholding, the Keisha show me the way, then you are a Wealth Accelerator coaching client. Fill out the form. It will direct you to all the different links. And I hope to see some of you guys as clients because we want everyone to move forward. The replay is going to be up right after we end. You can watch, rewatch, triple watch. You know where to find me whenever you need me. People know that. Also, make sure you're on our mailing list. I think everyone here is, for the most part. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Profit Jumpstarter on YouTube to make sure that you're always getting information. This year can't pass and you stay the same way. It cannot. We have done a lot of work together over the last 3 days. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Implement, implement, implement. Anything you need, you know which part to find me. Reach out. Reach out. They say, reach out. Make sure that you are taking action. You will stay connected. You will get our newsletters where you're getting weekly strategies to keep you accountable. But make sure you take the action because your money is nobody money but your money. Me have my money. Mr. Ryan Taylor have fee money. You need to have your money and build your wealthy lifestyle. That's what we want. So as much as we can do to help and support you in that, we will do everything in our power. But you have to do your part. So thank you all for being here with me over the last 3 days. Thank you. We've covered a lot. If you found a lot of value in this, just drop some wealth in the chat so I know that you take away something that you know say connect. Are you ready to go? Drop wealth in the chat so I know. But I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of you guys as Profit Jumpstarter clients ready to continue the work over the last 3 days with me and my team. I'll see you over there. If not, you're on the mailing list. You're connected to me. If you ever need me, drop an email and we continue the great work that we started. I see the wealth coming in. I see it coming in. Wealth. Cardi, give me 3. Wealth, up. Wealth. Love it. All right. It's been a great 3 days. I loved it. Love coming on every night and teaching and guiding and empowering you. Now it's time for the action. The implementation. That's what we want. No implementation time. Action. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here with us and with all your new wealthy friends. See you in our next session together, or those who jump over on the money side and became a Profit Jumpstarter client. I will see you over there. All right, bye.